Hey guys, I was just sitting here reading about this California contractor law. If you haven't read up on it, I'll link the article. But I was thinking that it was not going to affect people that were based outside of California. But apparently this law is going to affect businesses that do business in California also, just like CARB. Alright, and I'm going to read you a little bit from this until traffic starts moving, right? California lawmakers last week passed a landmark piece of legislation. This has not been signed yet, but the governor said he will sign this. It aims to overhaul the independent contractor landscape in the state. In short, it presses businesses to classify most workers as employees, with the potential to impact millions of workers across nearly all industries, from drivers from rideshare companies, Uber, Lyft, software, hairdressers, nurses, construction workers, dog walkers, and yes, even the strippers. Let's unionize. And of course, owner-operators, especially owner-operators. This law is not going to be aimed at owner-operators. Subliminally, it will be. Okay? And of course, owner-operators work as independent contractors and the motor carriers that contract with them. Here's a primer for how the law impacts trucking industry and how fleets can comply with soon-to-be currently referred to as Assembly Bill 5 or AB5. Alright, what you need to know. Though not specific to trucking, the law could have major ramifications for fleet owners, owner-operators who work in the state, including those that aren't based in California. Trade groups have warned over the past 18 months that AB5 could effectively be the end of the traditional owner-operator contracting model. Pay attention to that, the end of it, in which an owner-operator works under the authority of a larger motor carrier. Everybody needs to be up to speed and know the law in California have changed, says Christian Mulda, or something like that, head of the government affairs for the California Trucking Association. You need to be consulting either your in-house counsel, get an attorney, they're saying, or outside counsel, and paying attention to what trade associations are putting out there in terms of information. Big brother coming for us. Through the state Supreme Court, last year issued a ruling that altered how adjudicators like courts and arbitrators should determine employee contractor classifications such as owner-operators leased to motor carriers. Oh, I'm going to skip through some of this. It's all about, they're trying to add more people to the roles of employees that don't want to be employees. We don't want to be under the thumb. Most relevant to trucking, the ABC test AB prong prevents employers from contracting with workers that perform the same work as the business itself, such as contracted owner-operators hauling loads for fleets. Let's say if they have their own employees, they can't contract with an owner-operator if this goes through. Strategies for trucking fleets to comply with the law. Do nothing. Wait and see. It's never good to be non-proactive. The Dynamics decision is being challenged in federal court at the Ninth Circuit. If you know anything about the Ninth Circuit, you might as well forget this. If it doesn't go to the Supreme Court, it goes to the Ninth, it's going to go on through. So I don't even know why they put that in the article. In short, I will term this up this way without reading all of this, because you can wait for the Ninth Circuit and it might go to the Supreme, but if the Ninth Circuit goes along with it, the Supreme Court probably will too. Here is an analogy. If your trucking company, let's say you're leased to Prime, we'll just use Prime because they're a large carrier, and they've probably got tons of, I don't know how many lease trucks they have, but because they do business in California and they have their own trucks, they're manned by employees. If you are in their trucks, and one of their trucks that you lease, you don't pay workman's comp, you don't pay unemployment insurance and all that kind of stuff. California is going to make you an employee by those standards, and by those standards you're going to be an employee. It's going to change the whole dynamics of leasing on with mega carriers that operate out of California. If you're a sole owner operator based company, then you won't have to worry about it. But if you're at a mega carrier, lo and behold, your life is going to change real soon. We'll get back with you with more information on this as it develops and comes out. Thank you.